Florida, there's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Agnew now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Now the ball comes loose. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Here's Dobbins.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. Down inside the 10.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
take it at about the 16.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return, here's Agnew. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Jaguars nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Jaguars at 6 and 10 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second and 11 now.
They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the 44, Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Jackson going to run again.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Jaguars 7. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. They find some open field here.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Etienne once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard, he didn't get anything. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 9 now.
This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their bunt around now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a short pickup to about the 25.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. So that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911.